Um, maybe we should look at HubSpot. I'll be in Miami for a conference called Hereticon. Oh, man. So Google wanted to buy HubSpot, and then it didn't happen or something. I'm not sure dividend stocks are any different from non-dividend stocks. Somebody told you they're different, they're lying to you. I don't know what you're talking about, Jamchi. You're being retarded. What's happening in 4 days with Humusite? There's another guy who might debate me. I just hit him up to call in on the stream. So that'd be pretty cool if he shows up. Yeah, he's in our Discord, but he doesn't communicate. Everybody in my Discord should just add him and be like, debate Shkreli, debate Shkreli, debate Shkreli. Yeah, it's not in his benefit or goal to debate. I agree. You're saying he's in VC? No. Nobody's in VC. Why do you lie? Why you lie? That's not him. His name's literally Joel Springer. I see, that's not him. Shut up, kitty. Shut the hell up, kitty. You sit there like a good cat. Stop meowing at me. I'm not a cat, so stop meowing at me. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. Yeah, I love George Hotz. He's a friend. Nettles wants pancakes. No, she doesn't. She wants bacon. She wants bacon. Yeah, I want bacon. She just wants to chase stuff. She brings me her toy plastic mouse, throws it around, wants me to throw it so she can chase it. Sava countdown, probably like, I don't know, when I get back from Miami. I will be hosting a small meetup if you're from Miami. I may do like a group dinner type thing if you're out there. Filament A is a structural protein that binds actin. So actin is just a sort of mechanical structural protein. These proteins don't do nearly as much as scientists seem to want to think that they do. A lot of scientific insight is like not true. So when you try to do like a preclinical study, like think about how many labs there are. One idiot says like, oh wow, this protein is implicated in this or that, and it doesn't really mean that it is. Anybody can claim anything. Like he's trying to claim here. Let me see. There it is. He's trying to claim here that these guys.
And more. Also differentiation and proliferation of T cells, as we will see.
So he's talking about in J Immunol, there's a paper that says filament A is required for T cells. It is because without filament A, you need to bind the cytoskeleton. So there's nothing that semifilam would do to affect the immune system. Filament A just serves as an anchor. So like if you think about what T cells do, they traffic. Okay, here's filament A. Here's actin. And you kind of need to form this like structure. These sort of filaments, not filaments, but like anchors and girders to like structure the cell. Otherwise it's just too goopy. You need to have some structure. If this makes sense. Like scaffolding. And there's a protein called dystrophin that does this too. So there's whole like 10, 20 proteins that like work together. So filament, actin, there's one called titinin. They all work together to sort of make the cytoskeleton stronger. T cells have to move a lot. And when you're talking about cellular movement, the cytoskeleton really needs to be strong. And that's why for dystrophin, it affects the muscle cells, because those are cells that move quite a bit. So T cells traffic, of course, without filament, they wouldn't work as well. But that doesn't mean that semifilam has anything to do with this. Semifilam basically binds to an irrelevant part of the T cell. It's like a dot compared to the filament protein. You can zoom in, like, okay, this dot is doing something to the filament, and it really isn't. In fact, I'm not even sure it binds, and if anything, it would actually interfere with filament's ability to do its job, which is
T cells traffic from the bloodstream into tissues to perform their functions, but the big idea is they don't just have a little outboard motor to drive around. How do they move around? How do they do force transmission, flow adhesion, and T cell trafficking? It is through filament A. The actin binding protein filament A provides an important link between the integrin and actin cytoskeleton. So in David's these T cells are driving tauopathy. Everybody knows that T cells are driven through the actin cytoskeleton is how they do their adhesion, their flow adhesion, their transmission, their movement, and also their proliferation, differentiation, as we will see. But anyway, this actin binding protein. So it's already known that this actin binding cytoskeleton is how the T cells, and by the way, other immune cells, are doing all of their movement and all of their function.
Kind of all cells, actually.
Largely. And so they already knew that. And by the way, filament A is such a huge part of that actin binding cytoskeleton, the actin cytoskeleton and its functionality. Our results therefore reveal a role of filament A in integrin force transmission.
This is a guy who like reads these scientific papers and completely misunderstands them. He's like, see, I was right. Where do they find these people? Josh, funny. So you're telling me this is a cure? No, that's not what I'm telling you at all. But I read your paper and it says that you think it's a cure. No. Oh, my food's here. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. All right. Got some fuel for the fire. I wish I had good pancakes around here. They always come out a little, man. Yeah, so this is the account I've been trying to fill up for the last, like, almost feels like a month, but it's taking forever and ever and ever. And the way Interactive works is they have this like weird number where you get portfolio margin, and it's like 115,000 or something like that. So I'm just adding more money until I get the portfolio margin, and then I can kind of go to town. This isn't my only account, but this account is just for like trading on the stream. And I also have a Binance account to trade on. So the Binance account is pretty cool too, because crypto is kind of fun to trade. So we'll be doing a little bit of that as well. So we're just gonna have some fun whipping around some stocks and stuff like that. But for now, this account doesn't really like work that great, basically. I don't know what it is about, maybe it's a short margin requirement or something. It's like really crappy. Now crypto obeys market, more or less obeys market laws, you know. So yeah, farming is just super cool. Not farming. I think Elon has minor influence. It definitely helps Trump's cause for sure. Ordinals are basically a failed experiment. Right? People don't do ordinals, right? Yeah, all right, I will. I also got this Hubspot request, so I just want to. I was super tired yesterday. I finally got a good night's sleep. Let's get back to Joel. What does this guy have to say?
And T-cell trafficking in vivo, but that's not all. So that was in the Journal of Immunology in 2018, but you could go to Frontiers in Immunology in 2018, where they say filament A phosphorylation controls T cells. Filament A phosphorylation, remember ATP gets something to donate a phosphate group. A phosphate group is donated, and ATP becomes adenosine 3 phosphates becomes adenosine 2 phosphates. And so the donating these phosphates is a way a lot of molecular actions are happening. So filament A phosphorylation at serine 2152 by the serine threonine kinase NRD2 controls TCR-induced LFA1 activation in T cells. I'm not going to go through the right side here, but they go through in this study. So what is this LFA1 again, and how does it work? So the phosphorylates intracellular integrin binding partner filament A. This phosphorylation promotes the dissociation of filament A from LFA1. So this is what cassava's main idea is they're going to bind filament A, and that is going to change the linking of filament A. And the main idea is that amyloid beta 42 binds super strong with a femtomolar affinity to the alpha 7 nicotinic acetylcholine receptor. And then so a lot of these receptors, as we're about to see, when these receptors are bound by a ligand, for all kinds of things in the body, you bind a receptor and then things happen. But after you bind the receptor, how do things happen? Well, what happens largely for a lot of these receptors is they recruit filament A, which is extremely biologically active, and filament A plays a role in having these downstream functions happen. And so that they're saying this is happening with T cells. The other study we just saw said, by the way, this is happening with T cells. Here's a different third study, the Journal of Immunology 2006. Filament A is required for T cell activation. Also proliferation, also differentiation to go from to become the different types of. We know that for Alzheimer's, it's either the overactivity or the bad activity of the immune system that is driving this, and filament A has everything to do with differentiation.
Professional gambler, what are you talking about? I feel bad for him. Like, he's very focused on one stock, which is a shame. Yeah, I don't know. The thing about investing is you can't blame anybody else when you invest. You only have yourself to blame. And this guy, all he does is blame shorts and other boogeymen. Mossad. He blamed Mossad. I've seen some real short attacks. I think he's up on Sava, which is even funnier. Oh, no, I've never seen Richard Newton. He sounds like a good financial lolcow, too. Yeah, I just don't see how, this is like... somebody else's fault. You're the one pressing buy and sell. Yes, man, stop picking on the Jews. Everyone's been picking on the Jews for millennia. Didn't they make them leave the Egypt, like the Exodus or something? Give these guys a break already. I can make a video of the Jewish conspiracy against cassava. Dun dun dun. J.P. Morgan. Mossad. Was Eli Lilly Jewish? Mossad, a protein called Mossad, binds filament A, rendering it useless. All right, so Hubspot is very profitable, growing very fast. But what was the Google Hubspot drama? The FTC won't let them buy any company, doesn't matter what size. Buying companies is racist, according to the FTC. Diversity, inclusion, and equity. You're big enough. We don't want you getting bigger. No, you can't be big. Success is awarded by the government. Who do you think you are? We decide who's successful based on diversity, inclusion, and equity. ESG. Success has racial overtones. I don't know if it's overtly racist, but it's suspect. AOC, my queen. Her cuck husband. Or boyfriend, husband, I don't know. Do you see pictures of him? He's hilarious. Yeah. Go ahead, give me fictional characters. You can send them to me on email. I'll make them. But I'm gonna make it so you can upload your own audio files. Martin at dl.software. All right, so HubSpot. What's that? 20%. Hey, I can divide. Oh man, Godel really starting to feel like my old Bloomberg terminal. It's so fast. I just open the SEC filing, do my thing, close it, go to any other website. I'm just styling and profiling. Somebody told me that Kamala's staying home today. One of my friends in DC. And she either stayed home yesterday or she's going to also be staying home tomorrow, which is kind of crazy. And in 2 weeks from an election. Like, what? I think she might be wrong. I'm like, are you sure? Who the hell would stay home? You want a discount code for Godel? I don't give them out every day. See, if I give out the discount code, it hurts my revenue growth. Okay? Look at this. Look how important these revenue numbers are for HubSpot. You think they just like giving out discount codes? Fuck that. Small difference can make a big percentage change. I give out price increase codes. It's a reverse discount. Hey, what the fuck? This is double the normal price. You asked for a code. You didn't say it was a discount code. It's a Shkreli code. What'd you expect? You want it off? This place never gives me a spoon. Nibbles. Oh, that's a good code name. Baggy. There's one code left. It's Galaxy Gas, all caps, all capital letters. We'll make a second one maybe. I'll do 5. Should I do Nibbles or Semifilam? China. Joe Springer. Yeah, Joe Springer bag holder would be a funny one. Yeah, I think I need a spoon, so let me get a spoon real quick. Sorry. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, for launch day, we might get a truck with just like a Godel terminal and an LCD. Like a huge LCD, and just have it drive around Manhattan. Nobody would be pissed at us. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's exactly around Midtown, because Midtown has all the custies. I don't think too many Times Square people are doing that much trading, but maybe. Awesome, Tabra. Okay, so HubSpot. HubSpot's not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, it's your classic SaaS super growth company, but I don't know, 50 times earning is not bad for SaaS. And 10 times sales isn't bad. Oh, I know Big Brain. I know. I messaged him right away. I'm just going to look at HubSpot because it's one of the major software companies I still haven't really looked into. And as a software guy, former pharma guy, I'm always going to be the pharma bro, but that's a different story. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I at least know something about all these companies. HubSpot's growing like a weed. I mean, it seems like one of the best managed sort of SaaS growth companies. It's a great M&A candidate, and it's not surprising Google was interested. I thought Google literally made an offer, and the stock ripped, and then Google said they weren't going to make the offer or something. I don't know. Anybody know? And does anybody out there use HubSpot? I think we tried to use it. A couple of my colleagues are in the chat. Maybe they can chime in. I don't think it was a fantastic experience for us, but I don't think that's enough to base much. Is it for? I mean, they have 200,000 customers, so. I would ignore all class action lawsuit type stuff. Okay, so it's much more a small medium business thing. Alternative to Salesforce. Oh, there's a time to be wrong, by the way. There's only 10 sample size. 10 samples is not much. Just because a guy got it right 10 times. I can make you a computer program that's right 10 in a row and then wrong in the 11th. It's not hard. You know, basically it's 0.5 to the 10th power. And then you have to do 1 divided by that to see. Oh, it's kind of amazing, actually. 1 out of 1,000 people. I thought it would be like 1 out of 53 million or something. 1 out of 1,000 people will be right about who the president is 10 times in a row. That's it. Isn't that interesting? 1 out of 1,000. That's all it takes. There's a lot of thousands of people in the country. Just in the US, 300,000 people will have predicted the last 10 presidential elections. It's not that hard. It's actually harder to stay alive for all of them. One out of 1,000, 0.5 to the 10th power. You have a 50-50 chance of being right. You actually have better than that, but regardless, 50-50 chance of being right, Dem or Republican. So it's just 0.5 to the 10th power. Yeah, I think Godel will eventually offer you the ability to trade. I'd like to go after Uniswap's business. But crypto is, obviously not the world's biggest market, but seems like a faster, easier thing to go after. Maybe tokenized stocks or something? I don't know. Yeah, trading, trading isn't too hard. I don't know why is this guy spamming my chat about passive income? Best passive income I can offer you? Go hold your breath, go to the East River, and see how long you can hold your breath under there. Yeah, Kami. Something like that. 1,000x payoff for 1,000x chance, right? Yeah, I hate Uniswap, I do. I'll tell you. I don't have a problem telling you. It's personal. Martin@dl.software is how you can reach out to me. Business professional shit only, unless you have double D's or larger. In which case, you can email me about anything you'd like. No piker shit. Pike check 1, 2. I like that. Instead of mic check, pike check. Yeah, don't speak for men. Anybody speaking for all men here, it's gonna be me. Donawald, what's that Donawald? Oh, yeah, I gotta get back to you actually. I brought you up in our corporate meeting. there's a guy we might want to talk to. Yes, always. Boobs are fun no matter if the girl's skinny or not. Don't make a difference. When God made boobs, he was like, yeah, this will be cool. Everyone will like these. God was a California bro in my mind. Yeah, this is gonna be dope. I haven't looked at Cyclocell in a long time. It's an old school company right there. Man, my guys are so busy doing all kinds of things. They're doing backfilling and all this other stuff. I feel bad for them sometimes. Then I remember how hard I worked in the past, and I don't feel so bad. Yeah, Ramon, there's a nice arbitrage in Polymarket. I'll show you guys maybe tomorrow or something. I'll make some bets. Maybe Adma's finally stabilized. Backfilling is just a data thing. It's just a data operation, not a big deal. But we're doing a big backfill of millions of news articles, and it's kind of been a little slower than I would have liked, but that's the business. I mean, we go pretty fast, but oh yeah, I'm gonna take the recommendations. Let me see, actually. Yeah, I don't think I have a recommendations list here or something. So I'm just going to make a recommendations XLS for you guys. Because I have it right now, I have it kind of buried in my biopharma thing, which doesn't make too much sense. So I'm going to upload that to my GitHub so you don't have to look around. You can also go to my website, it has an Excel viewer, martinshkreli.com. So yeah, let me make this recommendations thing separate. Move tab, I think I can do that. It's one of the oldest Excel functions. There we go, so it's gone from here. And now it's its own file. I really need somebody to go back to my old videos and go through them, so I could see the exact recommendations. I'm very bad. I'll give a recommendation and then I won't put it in the sheet. So I have to go back and like get the YouTube link or something. We're long Adma, so you can take a look at the account. I actually want to buy more. Let's buy a little more.
Order filled.
Order filled. Yeah, it had a ton of momentum until this auditor thing happened. And once they report like a good quarter, the auditor thing will be ancient history, I think. I don't know. I can't help you with passive income, dude. Good luck. What do I look like? Your financial advisor? I'm a stock picker. Entrepreneur. I don't do passive income. I do active income. I do very active income. I'm a boss. Don't you ever forget. Passive income ass. Talk that talk. I mean, get money, okay? Get money. That's the #1 rule. Get money. Period. The end. We made like 5 videos on Scholar Rock and Summit. You gotta stop. You gotta stop it with that misinformation, buddy. Somebody might gotta do something to you. Keep spreading that misinformation. Get a higher salary. That's your job. Passive income. Fucking kidding me? You think this shit is a game? You just can make tons of money by fucking accident? Doing nothing? Oh, fuck. Miss me with that shit. You gotta work hard for yours. Period. The end. Passive income. What a myth. I mean, you could buy some dividend stocks that yield you 3%, which is roughly what inflation is going to cost you. Does that sound good? Man, Soros an old man, man. Man is 95 years old. Leave him alone. You don't even know what's going on day to day, bro. Johnson & Johnson's pretty safe. Pays a dividend. Who else? What's a good long term? Microsoft? Yeah, leave Soros alone, man. I fuck with the old man. Y'all demonizing him, man. He's just the old man. Never free lunch. That's if I had to get one tattoo, that's what I would get. No free lunch. NFL. Be tatted up like crazy. No free lunch. No arbitrage. That's why I don't have them, Josh. That's why I don't have them. Yeah, so HubSpot's really good, man. This is a fucking company right here. Citadel. I don't know that squirrely squirrel. Hopefully I didn't get my data sets mixed up. I got the real data set with the phantom shares, and I got the not so real data set that everyone's supposed to see. I'm not really a sustainability kind of guy. You got those phantoms? Phantom of the Opera. Not all shares are created equal. Some are spooky. Hubspot's along. Hubspot's along. No doubt about it. Lantheus was a good one yesterday, too.